First of all, a 200 plus year old company from Germany is Duravit. A company that we have worked for 20 plus years with. A company which, when they first produced their first WC, if you Google some pictures from Duravit, they have a single WC, a very long plank of wood set on that WC, and 15 men standing on that plank of wood. Why would they think of a stunt like this? I wish I had loaded that picture in here, but I will share it with architect Nasela, maybe he can share it with you all. That was a testament to how strong a ceramic WC from Duravit can be. And this is not Sri Lankans, 60, 70, maybe 80 kilo people. These are Germans. Big hefty men. So 15 of them on a plank of wood on top of a WC. That's the mark that they want to tell you about. That's how good our products are. That's how strong our products are. That's why we offer you all of this. Duravit, bathroom, sanitary, ceramic ware, accessories, and now taps and showers very recently have entered the game. Duravit has spent a lot of money in research and design to be able to get you the highest technicalities in ceramic, the right chemical mixtures, to give you a tough product which is hygienic with their ceramic glazes and efficient with water, so that our limited resources here on earth are protected at the same time. Take a look at this. By any chance, before I gave you all this description of Duravit, have you heard of the brand before? Yeah? Good to know. Now, just like the line says, with great minds comes great responsibility. Someone has stolen that from Spider-Man, as Andrea pointed it out, and that was me. But it's true. How can we end up with a world-class product without genius behind it? As interior students, I'm sure you all know quite a few of these faces, including gods of design like Philip Stark, Patricia Occhiola, Mr. Christian Bernard, and Mr. Citerio. Italian and German and French powerhouses in the world of design. People that you all can draw incredible inspiration from, and Duravit too. These are the kind of people that work on the products that you are going to purchase. Well, recommend purchasing. These are the kind of amazing visionaries that bring ranges every single year to a simple WC which we all use in the morning or maybe evening. All of us think about this as a normal product. It means an element of your bathroom where you would do your bodily functions. But look at the time and investment that such people put into these products. That's why we can confidently talk to you about it in this form. That's where Mr. Huckner pulled this inspiration from. When you notice that sink over there, it's like this, which looks like the traditional Japanese tea bowl, which they hold with both hands. These are the kinds of minds that pull inspiration from different cultures and different ethnic backgrounds to give you a completely unique solution, such as focusing on the well-known flower in Germany, or sometimes even in Sri Lanka, the tulip. From the simplest thing as a flower or even a simple ceremony, these are the kinds of things that Mr. Philip Stark draws inspiration from. After this presentation, if you all have a little bit of time, if you want to even share this presentation, so Google these names if you haven't heard of them and see what they can do. What Mr. Chiterio wants over here is not to conform with any simple design. If you can see between the tub, sink and taps, there are slight variances in the way that he makes this. He calls this an abstract theme. A theme where uniformity is not met. Abstract art in the world today is one of the most expensive kinds of art. You know, Jackson Pollock just throws a bucket of paint and it sells for millions. Why? Perception. The way you see. The beauty of that kind of art, the beauty of this kind of art, the way that girl was dancing very erratically, is you can view it and see what you want to see. It is the image that you, interior designers and architects, have the power to create within your customer. They give you an endless budget. It's up to you to give them a formulated dream of what their bathroom can be. Focusing on vitality, vitrium. Mr. Werner basically wants to create a cozy, nature-centric theme of this. So, as a customer, maybe a little frank here, you would have these 5 ranges laid out in front of you. It might be a little difficult to tell the difference between many of these designs. After all, they do have a similar purpose. Their shapes are slightly different here and there. But how it works, how it's designed, how light catches it, how it fits into space is what interior design is all about. Light, scent, smell, space, all of that factors in. So these many ranges give you that opportunity. Some of them work with light in such a way that it diffuses it throughout an entire room. Gives you a softer touch. That's what Vitrium was about. All of these ranges with their descriptions are available on Duravit.com. So please feel free to read about it. Notice that the camera focused on the edges of all of those items. The sinks, the bathtubs, very thin, incredibly thin. Mrs. Siermans from Germany has developed this with Duravit for space-centric people. For people that want to give contour, sharp edges, neat edges. When you say a bathtub, it's usually a gigantic clunky thing. Very heavy, very difficult to move. This is one single piece. Yeah? Where you are managed, you are able to get a very fine edge to add a bit of sophistication, a bit of sharpness. Yeah? Now, the world is not all about large, everything is about nano. It's about nano, thank God, but it's small. Yes, just by watching that video, what that was about. Anyone, just shout out an answer. What was so unique about that? Humanity. Yes, but who is it made by? I think I heard that. Ferdinand Alexander Porsche, the grandson / designer of the legendary car company, has very recently partnered with Duravit to create handcrafted ceramic ware. The Cortego range brings the luxury of the Porsche brand into a unique set of sanitary ceramic ware, which embodies both the style of Duravit and the power of the Porsche brand. So, Ferdinand Alexander's team, I mean, the gentleman is quite old now, but his team has teamed up with Duravit to bring you a very interesting range, because we haven't seen a car range get involved with sanitary ceramic ware before. This is a milestone. From Duravit, out of the many ranges that are available, Medium by Mr. Bulo gives you a selection of colorful options. Not just color, texture too. It's difficult to see on this or even on the video, but if you look for the Melio MILLIO series by Mr. Antonio Bulo, you will see green, blue, beige and red version of a set of WCs and pieces of furniture, all of which can be changed and can apply textures to. Like I was talking about abstract art before, you can create some of the most colorful setups ever. Now, usually sanitary ceramic ware is always white. It's always white. It's a bit boring. Even though they are done by some of the best of the best. Duravit is now pushing for all of these ranges for the ability to go into many different types of color. So don't be restricted by simple white. You can go into many colors like this, including matte black and several others.
You can see is the selling propositions of this brand. Why this brand, the products of this brand is in high values, because these are not, you can't purchase it for, like you have to understand the value of the brand, and that will make it easy for you to identify your customer audience, because you will, in future you will work with a lot of customers, so you have to identify your right customer to promote these kind of brands. So one of the USPs is the design. Now you have a very good idea about all the designs, who are, like how these designs got inspired and who are behind all these designs. And the sustainability is one of the key areas they focus on when they come up with innovations. Now, not only the efficiency, the energy, how to save water, and how to maintain their factories with green energy, all that. So they give a lot of space for sustainability as well when they come up with new ideas and innovations. So the tradition is, Nilaine was talking about the traditions, how all these like designs, right, Nilaine? Yeah. So with their history, all that, how all this brand got inspired over the years. Now this is a 200 years plus brand, started in 1800 in German Black Forest. And then the next one, the next USP is the functionality. So we are not talking about only the designs. The quality and the durability of the product comes with the quality of these products. So if you remember the first video you have seen, you saw how they do the manufacturing. You saw the factory setup and the effort they take to manufacture all these products. And the final one is the comfort, because by paying a high value to purchase these kind of products, it should give you a luxury feeling. So to get that luxury feeling, so that's the comfort, that's the difference you will get by choosing these kind of products. So those are the unique selling points you have to use when you convince your customers. So if you are working with a brand, you always have these unique selling points, which will help you to justify the brand value, the price of these brands. Why you should purchase these kind of products. And the other part is the audience. If we talk about that, Nilesh, shall we tell about the story with your own experiences? Because now when we say, like when we talk about high-end customers, we have an image always in our mind, like a mid-age person, maybe a businessman, maybe a popular person. So with that kind of a background, to give you a story, how even the middle to upper middle range customer would aspire by looking at this and by knowing about these brands. Let me tell you a story.
So comfort, design, functionality, sustainability, an interesting set of USPs, no doubt. All of you would have heard the term of carbon neutrality. That is the aim of a company to take itself to a point where it doesn't use natural resources to power itself. When I say natural resources, I mean petroleum, coal. You're talking about green energy, you're talking about solar power, hydroelectricity, wind power, or maybe geothermal energy in the future. We haven't perfected that science here. Duravit and some of our other brands are aspiring to the 2050s to be carbon neutral. That means these products will not impact the environment in any way, energy-wise. Now, to the story that Chatrika was talking about, just to give you a little understanding of where I come from. I joined Access in 2013, working all these years. But now I'm 35 years old. But when I was 15, just down the road here in Katubanda, my parents renovated our main house. And luck by chance, they fitted out the entire house with what? Unscrewer and Duravit. I am lucky to be able to tell you that I have had personal experience with these brands before I began working for them. Up to date, Champaka can attest that he has never had to come to my house to perform any services, ever. We have, I don't remember the name, I think it's Faro, the classic series from Hans Grohe, the 4-knob taps, which we use for our shower and taps. And we have Duravit, I can't remember the name of the range, I was very young back then. But these are the kind of products. If you encourage something which in Sri Lanka lacks a lot, when you work with these kind of products, please tell your customers to read the care manual. One thing, we buy a new phone, take it out of the box and we turn it on in the little box and the manual, and we don't know what it does. You are holding the power of a computer that is capable of sending a rocket to the moon, but you don't know about its features. When you purchase a product like this, I encourage you to read about it. Find out how to take care of it. And by doing that, it will take care of you. It will last for your parents' time, your children's time, and now I have kids myself. They too are easy. If it's taken care of in the right way, the masterful craftsmanship that has been put into that product will last a lifetime. That's the kind of story that you should be able to tell in the future to your customers, maybe your own families. Duravit, of course, is world famous. Being a 200-year-old company, they have spread globally. You will notice many not so familiar names, but niche nonetheless. You have Fogo Island in Canada, Casa de la Flora in Thailand, Hotel Fabrique in France, high-end creme de la creme, highly expensive locations where the best products are available. Duravit is happy to say that they are part of that story. Now, Elena De Silva has come and told you a huge story about Duravit. But what can you show the customer that says, make certifications in Oppo? You must be able to prove it. No? Now, if I was a customer, before I went and bought that GoPro, or bought my phone, or Chakrika buys an iPhone, we need the specs. Where is it built? Who has tested it? What kind of Gorilla Glass? Snapdragon? Or Samsung made this? Or where has it been made? Look for specs. These are your specs. Globally accredited certifications guaranteeing your customer this is the real deal. This is not just made in some sweatshop in some country. They are made by the best, with the best, for the best. And one important thing that you all definitely need is LEED certification, among many others. The American standard for water and energy efficiency. Anything can be modified to match these certifications in Duravit and Hans Grohe. They are very concerned about the environment, so they have your back when it comes to that. Yeah?